Why don't fish play basketball? Because they're afraid of the net. That was a quirky attempt at humor to set the tone for what's about to come. Interesting, isn't it? We all love a moment of laughter, and what better way to initiate this journey than with a light-hearted fish pun? Sure, it may be a tad bit cheesy, but then again, who doesn't enjoy a good chuckle every once in a while? The point is to engage, entertain, and educate you all at once. Now I can assure you that we've got a captivating expedition planned, one that will dive deep into the intriguing, complex, and frequently comical realm of fish filleting. We'll start by discussing the importance of recognizing your catch, understanding its anatomy, and appreciating its uniqueness. Afterward, we'll guide you through the steps of preparing your workspace, selecting the right equipment, and correctly utilizing these tools to ensure that you get the most out of your catch. We'll then explore the actual art of preparing the fish by scaling and cleaning it before filleting, breaking it down into simple steps that anyone can follow. And finally, we'll conclude with the most crucial stage, deboning, where precision and patience are key. All an exciting and informative journey awaits you. So, loosen up, let your giggles flow, and prepare to be immersed in a new experience. Now that we've got our fishy giggles out, let's dive into the world of filleting. Before you start filleting, know your fish. It's not just a creature, it's an entity with its own unique characteristics. The underwater realm boasts a remarkable diversity of fish, just as our palates boast a remarkable diversity of preferences. So, let's embark on a fantastic voyage beneath the waves and familiarize ourselves with some of the most frequently and savored fish. First up, the salmon, a crowd pleaser recognized for its full-bodied, fatty texture and unmistakable pink meat. Next, meet the trout, akin to the salmon, but with a slightly gentler flavor profile and marginally paler flesh. Onward to the bass, a trim white fish celebrated for its subtly sweet taste that pairs well with a variety of dishes. And certainly we can't overlook the catfish, a quirky bottom feeder with a flavor as singular as its whiskered countenance. Each fish species has its own unique anatomy, and an understanding of these distinctions will aid you in mastering the technique of filleting. Not only will identifying your fish enable you to fillet it in the best possible manner, but it will also give you a deeper appreciation for the itself. Knowledge is power, my friends. Just like a superhero, a good angler needs the right tools. No, not a cape, a fillet knife. Certainly, my friends, the fillet knife is the Excalibur of the fishing world. It's the angler's best companion, consistently prepared to slice through the scales and separate the fish meat from the bone with a surgical level of accuracy that's often envied. Now, it's imperative to note that not all fillet knives are created equal. Some fillet knives are flexible, as they are carefully structured to trace the spine of the fish seamlessly, ensuring that no valuable meat goes to waste. Others are made stiffer, specifically designed to handle larger and meatier fish species, making the task less of a chore and more of a craft. Even the blade length varies, giving you the option to select the one that best suits the size of your catch. This not only makes the job easier but also more efficient and enjoyable. Then we have the handle, an often overlooked but incredibly vital part of the knife. A sound and firm grip is absolutely necessary. You certainly don't want to experience the knife slipping out of your grasp in the midst of filleting. The consequences range mildly embarrassing to downright dangerous. But the real star of the show, the aspect that truly crowns the fillet knife as the king of the angler's toolkit, is the blade's sharpness. A blunt knife will decimate your splendid fish, transforming your meticulously worked fillet into an unappetizing mess. Therefore it is, and I can't stress this enough, always keep that blade sharp. You wouldn't go to a gunfight with a spoon, right? So don't go filleting with a dull knife. Now, it's time to prepare your workspace. Yes, even fish surgeons require a pristine area. The task of filleting a fish parallels an artist preparing their canvas, requiring a well-arranged platform. Consider it a theater where you take the lead role, and your fish is a crucial element of the performance. A well-arranged, brightly lit workspace can make all the difference in the world. It provides you clear visibility and helps prevent seafood-related errors. A cutting board of the correct size is your workstation. It must be immaculate and stable. Imagine trying to make the perfect cut on a fish that keeps slipping away, not desirable, right? Cleanliness isn't restricted to just your workspace. It permeates everything involved in the process, your hands, tools, and even the atmosphere. It's essential because we're dealing with food here, and maintaining proper hygiene is of utmost importance. Moreover, a waste disposal system is indispensable. A bin located conveniently close to dispose of the unwanted parts efficiently is key. It ensures a tidy workspace allowing to work with ease. After all, A clean workspace means less time cleaning and more time enjoying your perfectly filleted fish. Remember folks, cleanliness is next to fishiness. We're not quite ready to fillet just yet. Bleeding the fish is our next step. No need for alarm, it's not straight out of a horror movie. This process is essential in the flavor and texture. Failing to bleed the fish correctly can lead to a more pronounced fishy taste, and the blood may also deteriorate the meat, resulting in a mushy texture. So how is it done? The process is simple. Your initial task is to make an incision into the fish's gills. As gills oxygenate the fish's blood, cutting here encourages the blood to flow out. However, take caution not to excessively deep, to avoid damaging the fillet. With the cut made, hold the fish by the tail and allow the blood to drain into your waste system. It is crucial to rinse the fish thoroughly afterward, ensuring no blood remains. And just like that, you have successfully bled a fish. Simple, right? Now move on to the next step in the process. Scaling the fish. This is a vital, albeit slightly tedious step in our fish preparation process. You might be wondering, why do we need to do this? Well, the reason is simple and twofold. Firstly, fish scales are hard, tough, and remarkably unappetizing. If left on, they can truly ruin an otherwise delicious fish dish due to their unpleasant texture. Secondly, they can meddle with the filleting process, making it more challenging and potentially causing damage to the fish's flesh. Now let's begin the process. Step 1 is gathering the right tools. You'll need fish scaler or alternatively the back of a knife. Hold the fish firmly by the tail. Starting from the tail, scrape the scales off in a backward direction, moving towards the fish's head. It's crucial to apply only a gentle pressure. Remember, we aim to remove the scales, not the skin. Step 2 involves rinsing the fish. Doing so will all loose scales are washed away, and it will also keep your workspace clean. It's vital to also rinse the fish's interior, as scales could have slipped inside during the scaling process. And that's how you scale a fish. Quite simple, isn't it? You're doing wonderfully. Now, we're ready to advance to the exciting part, filleting the fish. Trust me, it's going to be fantastic. Before we dive into the art of filleting, let's attend to cleaning out our fish, an essential step in the process. It may be messy, but it's a must-do. Cleaning not only eradicates the fishy flavor from the internal organs, but also promises a wholesome meal. Ready to start? Initiate the process with a shallow cut from the vent, positioned near tail, stretching up to the head. Be cautious, avoid puncturing the internal organs. Next up, muster some courage, and pull out the fish's viscera. It could be a bit unpleasant, but it's part and parcel of prepping fish. After successfully removing the insides, take a brief moment to spot the kidney, identifiable as a dark strand along the spine. Found it? Scrape it off using a spoon or your knife. To conclude the process, rinse the cavity meticulously under cold water until it's squeaky clean. And there you have it. A clean fish, all set for the subsequent step, filleting. Trust me, you're doing an amazing job. Alright, roll up your sleeves, it's time to get fishy. Filleting a fish is an art requiring precision and patience. Fear not, I am here to help. Position your fish belly side towards you on a flat surface. Hold the fish by the head and make a cut behind the gills, angling towards the head. Your filleting knife is your best friend here. Next, turn your blade pointing towards the tail, keep it flat. Glide your knife along the backbone, careful not to pierce the other side. Take your time, there's no rush. Lift the fillet occasionally to check your progress. A clean cut along the backbone means you're doing it right. Adjust your knife angle if necessary. Once the fillet is separated, it's time to remove the skin. Make a small cut at the tail end, hold your knife at a slight angle and wiggle it between the skin and flesh. One side of the fish is now beautifully filleted. But you're halfway there. Flip the fish and repeat the procedure. Don't worry if your initial attempts don't turn out perfect. Practice makes perfect. And voila, you've now got a beautifully filleted fish, but wait, there's more. Now, on to cleaning and deboning. Yes, we're almost done, hang in there. You've filleted your fish and are now looking at a near-ready piece of seafood. We've still got some prep work to undertake. First, our fillet needs to be free of bones and clean. An unexpected bone bite can ruin the dining experience, right? The cleaning is an easy process. Simply rinse the fillet under cold water to get rid of any leftover scales or blood. Be gentle, the fish is delicate. After rinsing, pat dry the fillet with a paper towel. The fillet is now ready for deboning. This step needs a little more skill. You'll need pliers or tweezers for this. Feel for hard spikes, which are the bones. Found one? Grab it with your pliers and extract it in the direction it's pointing to prevent tearing the fillet. If a bone refuses to come out, don't force it. Retry from another or with a stronger grip. The secret to a bone-free fillet is patience and meticulousness. Do multiple rounds checking for missed bones. Once deboned, give your fillet a final rinse and pat dry. You now have a clean, boneless fish piece ready to be spiced, cooked, and savored. And there you have a clean, boneless fillet ready to cook. Congratulations! You've successfully filleted, cleaned, and deboned a fish. You're now certified fish filleting expert, armed with skills for your culinary adventures. You began by identifying your catch, learning about different fish species. Then, you acquainted yourself with indispensable filleting tools, understanding their roles. Afterward, you prepared your workspace, ensuring organization for smooth operation. Subsequently, delved into filleting, meticulously slicing through the fish to yield ideal fillets. Lastly, you cleaned and deboned your masterpiece, eradicating any scales or bones. Remember, repetition enhances proficiency. Hone your skills with continuous practice. You're now equipped to tackle any fish that comes your way. Don't hesitate to practice and share your filleting experiences with us. We're eager to follow your progress and possibly showcase your work in future videos. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more informative content. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, the world is your oyster, or in this case, your fish.